planning your first trip to Singapore? Travel Topz is going to take you through 10 tips to make your Singapore stay easier, more comfortable, and more enjoyable. This is an inside scoop into what experienced Singapore travelers wish they'd known before their first visit. Singapore, a bustling metropolis of culture, cuisine, and charm, is a must-see destination for any globetrotter. Here are your 10 essential tips to help you navigate this island city-state with ease. First up, download the Grab app. This Southeast Asian equivalent to Uber is your best friend for getting around the city. It offers taxi, private car, and even bike services, making your transportation needs a breeze. A typical ride from central downtown to the airport is around 30 Singapore dollars. That's around 18 British pounds or 22 US dollars. Considering Singapore is small, most journeys would be shorter and less expensive. You can also use the MRT, Singapore's metro system, for getting around. Next, make sure to carry both cash and card. While Singapore is modern and many places accept cards, traditional hawker centers and small stores often only take cash. So, to enjoy the full spectrum of Singapore's offerings, keep some Singapore dollars handy. Thirdly, don't be afraid of the cheap eats. Singapore is a foodie's paradise, with a plethora of affordable and delicious food options. From hawker centers to food courts, you can sample a wide variety of cuisines without breaking the bank. Here at Travel Topz, we recommend Lau Pa Sat and Maxwell Food Center as being two of the most tourist-friendly hawker spots. But really, you can't go wrong. And for the more adventurous travelers, we recommend trying any of the hole-in-the-wall type eating joints that you might come across. Some of the hawker stands are even proud owners of Michelin stars. Why not Google these before your trip and make it a mission to try them all? Moving on, embrace the cultural melting pot Singapore is. This is reflected in the diverse range of cultural festivals, architecture, and food. Whilst it might be tempting to stick to the comforts of posh bars, fancy air-conditioned hotel lobbies, and lavish shopping malls that are in abundance in Singapore, we recommend you make an effort to immerse yourself in the rich tapestry of cultures and traditions that make Singapore unique. Chinatown, Little India, and Arab Street are just 3 examples of where this is possible. Fifth on our list is just simply to bear in mind that Changi Airport is awesome. It's not just an airport, it's an experience. To start with, it's super efficient, and first-time travelers often overestimate the time it will take to get through both the arrival and departure process, so they allocate more time than is needed when planning their travel itineraries. Having said that, with its mesmerizing indoor waterfall, butterfly garden, and numerous shops, Changi Airport is a destination in itself, so there's no harm in spending extra time there to explore. Next, remember to pack for the tropics. Singapore's climate is hot and humid all year round, so lightweight, breathable clothing is a must. Don't forget your sunblock, sunglasses, and a hat for added protection. The tropical climate also means Singapore is prone to rain and thunderstorms, so always carry an umbrella when traveling around the city. Don't worry, thanks to the humidity, these storms usually dry up as quickly as they started. Exploring the city, bear in mind that Singapore has a ton of not-so-secret passageways underground. These walkways are perfect for avoiding the tropical heat or a sudden downpour, and they often connect shopping malls, MRT stations, and other landmarks. You may have heard that Singapore has some pretty strict laws that they take very seriously. Whilst this is somewhat true, it's not something you need to be nervous about, and rest assured you can have a relaxing trip without fearing Singaporean authorities. Having said that, here are some things to bear in mind for your trip. To help uphold their reputation of being one of the cleanest countries in the world, littering and chewing gum are both forbidden in Singapore, and doing either of these things can result in a fine. Doing drugs can also land you in serious trouble. We strongly advise you do not risk it. So, keep the city clean and respect the laws to ensure a hassle-free stay. On to the unique practice of choping, a local term for reserving a seat in public places, particularly in hawker centers. If you see a packet of tissue paper on a table, it's taken. This may seem unusual, but it's an accepted practice in Singapore. To summarize, make your Singapore trip memorable by embracing the local culture and cuisines, respecting the laws, using the Grab app and MRT for transportation, carrying both cash and card, utilizing underground walkways, and packing for the tropical climate. With these 10 tips, you're all set to embark on your Singapore adventure. Safe travels!